Hi, my name is Kaitlyn Kelly. I am a film student at Florida State University, and I am a film directing specialist. My upcoming film, Pas De Deux, is about a young ballet dancer who's struggling with the loss of his girlfriend slash dance partner, and once he finds out his career is on the line, he has to perform a dance, a Pas De Deux, without her for the very first time. One of the main things that kind of inspired this piece was just like a personal breakup that happened. This piece kind of came from me holding on to that person and everything about them, regardless of how long it had been since, we had split. I wanted to kind of put it in this way where I was able to, one, display Black people in a different light and Black men in a different light, and then two, also explore grief in a more abstract and unique way, because we've all seen grief, in films, but I was like, what's a different way that I can kind of put myself into this piece. Some of the things like the character does is like he holds on to like her perfume scent. I did as far as like the person's scent, like not like overly like creepy or anything, because I don't want to sound creepy, but like just certain things that trigger you and remind you of people. The main character Quentin was just kind of inspired by me, but I wanted to actually work with a Black male as my lead this time, because for all my other films I've only really had Black females, and yes, I love my women, but I wanted to challenge myself a little bit more as a director. And then in addition to just trying something new as far as like casting wise, the whole dance aspect, like I'm not a dancer, never have been, I'm a filmmaker only. For me, it was a huge challenge to, like a good challenge, like a challenge to do research and figure out like what ballet dancers do, how they move. So I attended like some ballet classes so that I could do some research, and I spoke to like some dance instructors, and I was so blessed to be able to find all of my cast members. Casting was a really huge challenge for this film. When I first even pitched the idea, there was this huge question of, well, first of all, you need a ballet dancer, and you need somebody that can act, and they gotta be Black. So it's like, ding ding ding, you're crazy. So like from the moment I even spoke and pitched this idea, they knew I was gonna have problems. I get really emotional about this film and the whole process because I've never worked so hard. I fought a lot to get like some of the locations. I fought and I worked really hard to find the actors. Like from October to December, I was casting. I posted on Breakdown Express for looking for actors. Barely really got like any submissions, and then I tried posting on social media. So I made a flyer and I did casting calls, like all over my Instagram. I still have it up there because I want people to know when they go to my Instagram how many things I posted. So it was a lot, but yeah, like it was just a really long process, and I am not gonna lie. Admittedly, I almost gave up, and I almost decided, like at the last minute, I might as well just do something else, because all the ballet dancers that I was finding were white, so they didn't fit my story, and I was like, no. Some people were telling me, they were like, well, what if you switch it to what? No, I am dead set on telling this story, and I know I'm gonna make it happen. And this movie, along with the cast and crew, could not have been made without first believing in myself. If I can do this, I can do anything. All of that to say, the whole casting process was a very good learning experience. Just for myself personally, it taught me to never give up and to never let anyone like doubt my dreams and my vision, because I know what I want as a director, and I know what I bring to the table, and I know that things are possible. But I was fortunate enough to find Akeem Edwards and Natalie Ruiz and Taylor West. I could not have asked for a better cast. They were like made for the role. So being a director that does not care about the crew is just a no-go, at least for me. Directing is just, you have to be selfless and you have to be able to sacrifice, because that's what filmmaking is. You're gonna lose a location, somebody gonna call you and say they can't make it, something's gonna happen, and you have to be willing to sacrifice. That's another thing that I love about directing, is that I'll just be minding my own business, chilling with my actors at craft, eating a snack or something, and then I walk in and everybody's setting it up, and I'm like, wow, all of this for me, all of this for a vision that I had months ago. It just started as a small seed, and now it's here. The crew, like I said, is the most important part of the film. All of my crew members were just phenomenal. My classmates, the class of 2022, I've never felt so supported in my life. Regardless of if we were close or if we weren't close, they were there to bring the vision to life. So each department, camera team, grip and electric, everyone, every single person was on it. A huge shout out to my director of photography. She made everything look beautiful. She's so dedicated and she's so hardworking, and I couldn't have even imagined doing this, without her. And also the gaffer, Molly PR. And then a huge shout out to Vicky, who's my production designer on this film, and she made everything just come to life. Some of the stuff I had just seen on the first day. So when I saw it, I was like, this is for real. It looks so great. She did stuff that I wouldn't even think to do for the characters or for the story, and just her willingness to go above and beyond and to really just be that invested in the story, it just really warmed my heart. And then Bobby also, who's my producer for the film. As most film productions do, we had a lot of things happen, locations canceling or switching up on us, the whole nine. That's how they do. But Bobby really, stuck it out, and he was still dedicated and, willing to bring the vision to life. And then last but not least, my first assistant director, Anthony, he was a huge help because he kept us on track and he supported us throughout the whole thing. He was willing to do anything to kind of support our vision, and so I appreciate him as well. This project was supposed to be co-written with another writing student named Nishan Etheridge. She's so talented, she's so amazing, but we did not mesh creatively. Even after that process, once we kind of figured out what worked for us and what didn't work for us, she was still kind of involved in the writing process. Even though we did not move forward with this project together, she's one of the people that I also want to give a huge shout out to, because she helped me with the idea, and even with the perfume, the perfume motif in the film, those are some of her ideas. So big shout out to Nishan as well. It was just really emotional at the end, because I was I did this, when everybody thought I couldn't, or they thought I was crazy for coming up with this idea. So it was really difficult, but I will say that it's only preparing me for greater things and things that I have in the future. So a lot. So my Instagram is @IamComplicated. You spell it complicated, but with Kait in the middle. Yeah, that's it. I don't really use any other social media. That's it. But thank you guys.